Welcome to Veterans Voice. I'm your host, Ron Waters, and we've got a couple special guests with us today about a very special project called the Hugs Project. We want you to stay tuned. We'll be right back. Today we'll be talking to Garen Ferguson and retired Army Sergeant First Class Brian Gibson. He was in there for 26 years and decided to retire. I think that's long enough. But anyway, Garen Ferguson runs what you call the Hugs Project. And he's going to tell us a little bit about the Hugs Project, what it is and when it began and when it was started here in Western Kentucky. And we want to know if it's national. We want to know about volunteers, and we want to know about how many boxes that you send. You know, you send them every month, don't you?
Yes, we send them every single month. It actually started in May of 2007. I took a 77-year-old Marine to his 25th retirement reunion and met the people that started it nationwide, so it is a nationwide group. Here in Western Kentucky, we are the largest chapter in the country. We have sent over 40,000 care packages to over 12,000 different men and women.
Wow.
And that's going up every month. We will send about 500 for Christmas alone. Normally we'll send anywhere from 100 to 150 a month.
Now, who do you know to send to? Where do you get the names?
Well, the names come a lot from people that have someone deployed that they'll contact us either by our Facebook page or by our website or email or whatever. And they will let us know their name and their address and what month and year they're due to come home, and then we'll just arbitrarily start sending them boxes.
You get quite a few from Fort Campbell?
Yeah, we've had quite a few from there. We've got chaplains that are scattered out all over the Middle East that watch for the guys who don't get a whole lot of mail, or some don't get any mail. And if they find that, they will send us their name and address. Of course, they've got to get their permission first. So, but we send the chaplains about 5 or 6 extra boxes each month so that they can walk around and talk to people. Because a lot of times guys don't want to go to the chaplain, but if the chaplain comes to them with a box and say, "Hey, I've got something I would like to share with you." Now you've opened the door of communication, and they might end up talking with the chaplain. Chaplain will ask them, "Would you like to get a care package every month with your name on it from these folks?" They'd be more than happy to do it. They'll go ahead and send us their information. We'll send them a box every month until they come home.
Now, how big are the boxes, and what do you put in them?
Well, the boxes are about shoe-size boxes. They're actually the medium flat rate box from the post office. And we start out with magazines. We've got personal care items like toothbrushes, toothpaste, eye drops, nasal spray, things like that. And then we start around the room and pack all kinds of goodies. The average box will weigh anywhere from 11 to 15 pounds each by the time we're done with it, if you pack it right. And the contents, we had a guy that said he kept taking things out of the box. He filled his whole rack with stuff. He said, "How did you?" He said, "I couldn't get it back in the box."
Really?
How you got all this stuff in that little bitty box, I don't know.
I've seen some of them boxes that you pack, and I wonder, how do you get it all in there?
Well, it's like a puzzle. And once you do it enough, you learn how to fit that puzzle together.
How important are these boxes? You know, they come in the mail over there to the troops, and
I've got thousands of letters, thousands of pictures that they've sent to me. This one is one where they're actually receiving mail call and they're passing out the boxes. You know, they felt it was important enough to me that they wanted me to see just what it was that they did. The smiles that go on their faces when they do that. This is the mail truck that's loaded, ready for one of the month's shipments, and this is a July shipment. It's not even a Christmas shipment. We send out 500 boxes just for Christmas. But to give you an idea, I've got one letter here that I'd like to read. It says, "Thank you very much. We have been blessed time and time again by you guys. It is a humbling experience to receive so much care from folks you don't even know. It's a blessing. Thank you. And then it's signed by the person who actually received it. It was actually one of the chaplains. But I've got letter after letter after letter, email after email after email, letting us know how important it is to them.
Yeah.
So, and I think Brian here can attest.
He was over there in where was it? Iraq.
Iraq. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you receive any packages like that?
Like that, yes.
Yeah.
Personally, I didn't. I had my wife and family,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife sent care packages. We already figured out, because my weakness is Slim Jims, and
Yeah.
that was.
Well, a lot of this stuff you can't buy in the military PX, right?
No, you can. Time
Depending on
frame.
where you're
Time
at.
frame.
Time frame of where
depends.
you're at when you're at. I got to invade the country twice.
Yeah.
Desert Storm and Iraqi Freedom.
Yeah.
Both times the PX wasn't set up quite yet when I was there.
Well, I understand that they don't supply a lot of stuff in there because they may be moving, you know, and so they don't want the enemy soldiers to get into it. So they limit as where they're going to send it. Is that correct? The military?
I can't quote on that.
From what I've been told, the forward operating units during the actual, when they were actually going through the country, they went from point A to point B so frequently that they didn't have time to set anything up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It wasn't they weren't allowed. We moved so quick.
Yeah.
They couldn't.
They couldn't
keep up with us.
I see.
Yeah, they couldn't keep up with us. But as we talked off camera, mail call
It's
is
really
mail
important.
call. The Army will do everything to make sure mail gets to you.
Yeah.
So care packages are important. When I was over there, we got packages to any soldier.
Yeah.
We'd go pick up our mail, and they would just divide up the packages.
Yeah.
Here, you got 40 of them. Same things Darren sent, but it was before hugs and before all the security and everything where you had to have a name and an address.
Right. Right.
And those packages worked great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can no longer send to just any soldier or any Marine or any
So Hugs
airman.
Project is a good channel if you're going to send something over there to send it through Hugs Project because it's nationwide, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, it's all across the nation. You know, there's Hugs Project in Oklahoma, Texas, Indiana. I've actually set up 2 different branches that are not actually Hugs, but the American Legion down in Cape Coral, Florida, the VFW in Cincinnati. They both go through us to get names and to send care packages. We cannot just give out names to people we don't know. That would be against every
Operational security.
I see.
thing out there. You know, I mean, we'd get called on the carpet real quick for that. So what we do is encourage people to get us names, addresses, or if they want to send something, they can get the stuff together and get it to us.
Now, who
and we
pays
can
for all this stuff?
It's donations. Everything's done off of donations. We don't have big corporate sponsors,
Including your
and all that.
postage. How much is your postage per box?
Per box is $12.40.
$12.40.
And then you figure there's about $25 to $35.
I know I've
for
seen
the
you in a
stuff.
lot of fundraising things around here, like your bike-a-thons and, you know, the
Yeah, the bike rally is
barbecue on the river.
in
and all
July
that
is our
stuff.
biggest fundraiser of the year.
Yeah.
We'll actually raise twice as much with 400 bikers as we will with 20,000 people coming through barbecue on the river for 3 days, 12 hours a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't get much more patriotic than bikers because a lot of the bikers are
Our
military
veterans,
men
many
and
of them
women,
are.
you know.
Yeah.
They know what it's all about.
They do. Yeah.
They know how important it is.
Right.
And they know it means so
lot of
much
them,
that they want to give back a little bit
Yeah.
because they've given. And a lot of the guys that are in some of the clubs around here now were recipients of some of our boxes.
Yeah.
So they go to the clubs and they say, hey, I know these people are for real because I actually got something from them.
Yeah.
And you start getting people like that. Now all of a sudden the clubs that were a little skeptical at first, now they'll come on board with you.
So what's this do for morale for a soldier?
Morale, I mean, you can't put a price on it.
Can't put a price on it.
You can't. I mean, morale. You get a single soldier, you know, everybody joins the Army for some reason or whatever. Everybody joins the military for some reason.
Yeah.
Some to better themselves, some to get away from a situation.
Yeah, that's true.
They join and they get going, and they don't have a loved one or a family back home.
Yeah.
And they see everybody that's getting mail and they're not getting anything. This box is so important.
Yeah.
To that individual service member, because you're thousands of miles away from everybody you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's that.
It's a real heartbreaker when you're 10,000 miles away from home and you don't get any mail for 3 months.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And there was just a lack of communication and everything, you know, just getting it over there. But they've improved a lot of things. They can get stuff over there within 24 hours, can't they?
Well, our packet, most of the time, if an individual mails a box, it's going to take between 20 to 28 days to get there because of all the stuff it's got to go through.
I see.
We're on what's called a known senders list, so our stuff is normally there within 5 to 7 days.
I see.
Because it don't have to go through as much security as what, you know, because they've already inspected our boxes thousands upon thousands upon thousands of times, and they know who we are. And, you know, when we print out our label, we're issued a number, and that number tells them who we are and green flags it to go on through. You can't just put our name and address on there. It has to have that little security number on there that says that, you know, this is the person that they trust.
So each one has a security number, huh?
Well,
the organization.
The organization has a specific number.
Okay.
And our mail, every time I print out a postage label, it's got that number on it.
I see. Okay.
And without that printed number that matches the post office's number.
Yeah. Now, do you get very many donations over you've got a website, you've also got a Facebook page and all that, and you have a way set up that people can donate?
Yeah, Facebook, there's a donate button on it. On our web page, there's a PayPal button on it. There's our address where they can just send a check. PayPal and Facebook, they don't charge a lot, but they charge a couple of percent to process it, you know. So a $10 donation will get $9 out of it, or $9.40 or whatever it is. You know. But a check, of course, we'd get the whole thing. You know, just takes longer to get there. Because it's got to be mailed. They can go to any Paducah bank branch and say, I want to put some money in the Hugs Project bank account.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They'll just slap it right on there. Can't take it out, but they can put it in.
They can put it in. That's the important thing.
Well,
that's the important thing.
The one thing that got me interested, Daryl, in the Hugs Project, because look, I get bombarded all the time being a veteran. Oh, give to us, give to us, give to us, give to us.
Well, you know, this is local. You know who you're
I know
giving it to.
I know who I'm dealing with, and I can tell anybody that's listening here. Yeah, it goes to the service member.
Definitely.
Yeah, we have zero payroll.
Yeah, zero payroll.
Zero payroll.
There's no CEOs there. Ain't no.
We have no travel expenses because we don't get reimbursed for our travel.
Now you have a house that you actually turned into a packing center, don't you?
Right. We have what used to be a rental house. That my wife and I donated to pack the boxes in and all that, so that it wouldn't cost the Hugs Project anything. That's kind of part of our donation.
I've seen the roof.
Yeah, you've seen the roof personally, because he was one of the ones that helped put it on. And
67 years old up there roofing. I thought, what got me into this?
I was good at that.
Yeah. We've done some repairs to it. Because we've had some major structural damage when a truck hit the building.
Really?
It literally hit the building, and
they had to hop over a ditch to get to there.
He tore up a lot of stuff, but and then didn't have insurance, so I had to pay to get it all fixed, and because the insurance company decided that they would find some loophole to get out of having to pay. So
that's what they do.
Like I said, that's what they're there for.
So anyway, I turned the floor from joist to slab floors. We don't have to worry about the floors anymore.
That's good. How many people do you say you have on the list now? Do you always fill every name that you have each month, or is there some that you can't fill those boxes
It's
for?
been quite a few years since we've not sent boxes. To be honest with you, if we don't have it, I'll put it on my credit card. They're gonna go.
Yeah, I know you've done
You know, that's just all there is to it. They're gonna go.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do that to them.
Yeah.
I guess
your son was in the Marines, wasn't he?
Right. He was in Fallujah, Iraq,
Iraq.
when I got started.
Yeah.
And he had some buddies that wasn't getting mail call.
Yeah.
And I started sending them boxes.
Uh-huh.
And
So
then
that's
there was
kinda
a
how
few
you got
more
started with
guys.
this, huh?
The intention was
Yeah.
we were going to send 3 guys 1 box a month for the last 9 months they were there.
Oh.
At the end of 9 months, when those 27 boxes were sent, we were going to quit
Yeah.
10 and a half years ago.
Yeah, that didn't work
And
out
40,000
too well.
boxes ago.
40,000 boxes ago. Well, now you have contact information on your website and everything. You have a Facebook, and this is called the Hugs Project of Western Kentucky.
Right,
And then there's a Hugs Project nationwide.
right. There, that's in Oklahoma.
It's in Oklahoma. Started in Oklahoma.
That's
didn't
where
it?
it started from.
But
Each
I read
group
somewhere
is
where a
run
lady,
individual.
a lady started this.
Right. They
Okay.
started this back in 2001.
2001.
Actually, I think it was 2002 when they actually got started. I think 2001 they got the idea of this is what we want to do, and then 2002 I think is when they started.
Yeah.
And then we picked up on it, like I said, when I took the Marine to his retirement.
Yeah.
But when I found out that it was all volunteer and that every group ran its own self, we're all independent. We run under the same,
Yeah.
name, but we're all independent.
Yeah.
We have our own 501c3. We have our own tax exemption
Yeah.
for our purchases. We have our own stuff that we do.
Yeah.
We keep our own records. We pack our own boxes. We send it to the people that we've got names for.
Do you always have enough volunteers for this? You have what you call a packing day.
Right. The third Monday at 9:30 in the morning is what we call our normal packing
Normal
day.
packing day.
But we get people that work days. So if they want to get a small group together and come some in the evening or on a Saturday or on a Sunday after church, we'll make it happen.
Now you have some churches involved, I guess, and you have some different clubs, different groups.
Just last Thursday, the Purchase Area Corvette Club came and packed boxes and made a $950 donation to us.
Isn't that great?
We've got different groups that'll come in.
Yeah.
The Junior ROTC from Tillman will be there tonight. We've got Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, you name it.
Oh, I see.
And everybody will pitch in
Now
and help.
soldiers over there in Marines and Navy or whoever they're with, I know they would appreciate some of these little cards from the kids, in school, thank you notes and things like this.
Right.
Do you get very many of them?
We have we asked people that if they will take just a few moments and write, get like maybe a pack of 10, you can get I think 10 or 16 for $1 thank you notes, and you just jot down a little word of encouragement, and we'll put one in each box. We ask kids to just make up homemade cards or letters, just take a sheet of paper and fold it in half and draw some pictures, because you're bringing a little bit of home to the guys that are over there.
That's important.
It is important.
There was nothing better than when you open up a box and you see that 7, 8-year-old that took the time to say, hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Or the parent that says, my kids go to school free because you're there. And that's important.
Sure, it's important. Really important. I know
But
my
and
wife's
that's the
Sunday
last thing that goes in the box is a letter from a child.
last thing. Yeah,
right
they
on
get
top.
that.
So
Right on
when they
top.
open the box, they see something from a child, then a letter from them. We've got a form letter we put in there in case it's the first box they get. They'll know who it's from and why we're doing it, and just basic information. But then after that, that's going to be the same letter every month.
Yeah.
But the other ones are individual letters that we put in every box.
Yeah.
And we're always in need of letters.
Yeah.
We're about to make up hopefully the last few hundred of the Christmas boxes we're going to need.
Oh.
But starting in about the 10th of December, we'll start packing for January and February.
I see. Yeah.
We try to get enough boxes done in December so that people don't have to travel during January and February, because you never know what the weather's going to be like.
No. Yeah.
It might be 80 degrees and sunny and beautiful and right over on your motorcycle.
Yeah.
Then again, it may be ice and sleet and snow, and the weather could be down to 5 degrees.
Yeah.
And we don't take that chance. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want people traveling and getting hurt trying to do
Right.
this. So we try to get enough that they don't actually have to pack the boxes in January and February.
Yeah.
And but we got a group of about 27 to 30 people who help regularly, and have some of them for 8 of the 10 years that we've been doing this. We probably have 100 to 120 people that come in throughout the year. They might come in once, might not see them for a year. 2 years later, they come in again. You just, you know, they're just in and out. And a lot of times it's people who they have somebody actively deployed now, they want to be actively involved.
Yeah.
But when they come home, they kind of back off for a while.
Yeah.
You know, I got involved in it, and my intentions was to only do it for 9 months.
Yeah.
But I couldn't back off.
Yeah.
I saw a need. I saw a ministry that was not being filled.
Yeah.
Or needed some attention, and I had to do something about it. Something God just drew me into that and said, "You need to do something."
Yeah.
And He gave me all the means to do it. He gave me everything I've needed to do it. I'm just an ADHD mechanic who happened to be put into this position.
Yeah.
I was not qualified for it. I've never run nothing in my life.
Yeah.
And now I'm running the largest chapter of the Hugs Project in the country.
Wow. That's something.
By accident.
By accident.
But I don't think God did it by accident. I think He did it because He felt like
He knew your heart.
He knew where I would come. He knew that my intentions was to do His will.
Right. Yeah.
And that's where it ended up.
That's good. And I don't know if we covered everything. Is there something else that you can think of that we haven't talked about the Hugs Project?
Well, I just want to reiterate that when people donate to the Hugs Project, that money is actually being used for what they intended for it to be used for.
Yeah.
We generally have less than 3% expenses for the year.
Wow.
Because we got to buy ink for the printer and the paper. When we run things where we have to buy posters and banners and all this kind of stuff, we have to pay for those. You know, some of the places we do fundraisers charge a booth space fee.
Yeah, like
we got to pay for that.
Yeah, like the barbecue on the river.
Sometimes we have to buy items in order to sell them or not sell them, to give them away for a donation.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, but, you know, those expenses are mandatory in order to keep the thing running.
Yeah.
My wife and I, we pay the electric bill, the taxes, insurance, the water bill, the gas bill, and the rent.
Yeah.
And then just let the Hugs Project use it.
So you pay yourself rent?
Yeah, I pay myself rent.
I know what you mean.
But that's just the way we, you know, we contribute.
Yeah.
But the money people donate isn't used for that purpose.
Yeah.
You know, and that's important, because I think so many places, so much money is being used for administrative fees and travel expenses and salaries and you know, on and on and on and on and on.
I could name a few that most of the money goes for administration.
You know, some of them as little as 18% go to what it's supposed to be used for.
Yeah.
I don't call that a charity.
No, no.
Yeah, let's not get
calls all the time.
Yeah.
From somebody wanting
that's
donation.
just something that I think is important, that people knows where their money's going.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
I can't think of a better or greater cause, you know, than to give our troops over there some more support, and the moral support they get from these packages. I mean,
I've heard so many stories
I
from
can
some
see
of the
it.
Vietnam guys where they were
Yeah.
abused coming home.
Yeah,
And I can't change the past,
right.
but we can make the world a little bit better now.
Yeah,
You know, we don't have to go back and make the same mistakes.
that's right.
We can take care of the guys that are there now.
Yeah,
We can show them that we really do care about them,
yeah,
that they've got the support from us. And, you know, I'm too old to go over there and cover their backs,
yeah,
but I can got their back from here
yeah.
the best I can. I can do the best I can from here.
Yeah, I think it's a great cause, great project, and I know that nobody's gonna slow you down. It seems like you just keep plugging along. But we're glad that you're able to come on the show today and kind of give us some more information. I know you got everything on your website. We're going to have that on the screen, and we're going to have
Facebook page.
more information about your Facebook page and
The
everything.
Facebook page gets updated every day.
Every day.
The web page,
Oh, yeah, it does.
not quite so much.
Yeah. Okay.
We update the web page every day. When we get letters, we'll put the letter on there.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to blot out names or information
Yeah.
that could be security risk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I won't put a guy's email address when he
Now-
sends me an email on there for everybody to have.
Yeah, I know. I've gotten emails from you whenever one of the soldiers they've fallen. You know, they've
Yeah.
been
Well, people need to
mortally
know
wounded.
that the guys are still in harm's way.
yeah,
You know, most people don't know how many guys we've lost this year alone. You know, we've lost 46 guys this year.
really.
People don't know that.
No, they don't.
You know,
They just
and they
just
need
don't
to.
give it out.
they need
Yeah,
to. They need
do.
to know there's guys that are still over there putting their lives on the line.
Yeah,
And, you know, I think it's been 2 years since we've lost any of the women over there, but we've lost over 1,200, I think it is, women over in the Middle East.
that's amazing.
Yeah, you know, soldiers, female soldiers and Marines that's been
Yeah.
killed over there,
Yeah,
which isn't comparatively large number compared to the men, but compared to how many women are over there, that's a pretty good number of
yeah,
women.
it is. It's a pretty good number.
You know, but we're still losing guys over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I did get one letter from a guy that he apologized for not writing sooner. He said he had been home from Afghanistan for 8 months physically, but mentally maybe not so much.
oh, I see. Yeah,
He said when he got his letters, or when he got home, he said, I should have wrote you a long time ago, but I
Yeah.
just haven't taken the time.
yeah,
He said, when things aren't going right, I go back and get the cards and letters that I got in my care packages and I reread them, and it kind of helps me get through a bad day.
yeah.
So did we help that one soldier from becoming one of the 22 or more a day?
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
we're going to have to wrap this up, but we're glad that you come on the show today. And Garen Ferguson and retired Army Sergeant Brian Gibson. And we want to just say to everyone, be sure and get this information and on the Facebook page and find out what they're doing, see what they're doing, and make some donations. You know, volunteer, do something that you can that's worthwhile. This is a worthwhile cause. So, thank you.
thank
for
you.
coming.